couldn't. I love the night. That's the only time I feel really alive.
That's what David wanted.
Blood, I was to find, was a necessity as well.
A vampire in love with a slayer. It's rather poetic. I am the monster that breathing men would kill. I am Dracula.
Good evening, my fellow vampire lovers. The sun is going down. You know what that means. Normally, it's me recording an episode for my podcast, but I'm actually just doing a really quick bonus video because I want to talk to you about this. It's called Trinity Vampire from Casey Cruz. And if you've watched the YouTube channel, you know that Casey came on. She came on a couple years ago. We talked about vampire comics. Then she came on last year with Rachel, and we talked about the Anita Blake novels. But she was kind enough to send me this before it was even printed. She sent it to me via a file, and I was able to read it and check it out before it was ever even published. So I'm very, very excited. I'm totally honored, and this thing was so much fun. So I don't want to tell you too much about it because I want you to check it out, but I'll give you a couple little tidbits, and I want to share a couple of my favorite panels, including one that I think I want to get tattooed, and she actually already gave me the thumbs up that I could go ahead and tattoo it if I want. I will share it now. Yes, I want to get that one tattooed. Hopefully it doesn't spoil too much for you, but obviously it's about vampires, so if you hadn't figured that out, sorry. Anywho, this story is about Miles and his childhood best friend / major crush, Scarlett. And they're starting high school, and it is in a world where monsters are not only just known about, but they're like a big problem. And there's been so many attacks that there is actually a curfew. So they are told, like, you need to be in before sundown because of all these monster attacks. Well, Miles and Scarlett finally admit feelings for each other, which of course Miles is super psyched about. And then she's like, we should meet up tonight after curfew in the dark. And even though Miles knows, like, this is such a bad idea, this is Scarlett, his childhood crush, and she wants to go on a date with him. And he's like, of course I'm gonna do that, because we're all dumb when we're teenagers and in love. And then this leads to an attack, which sets off a series of events. He finds out that there is so much out there that he even knew about or bargained for when he agreed to have this date after curfew. It turns out Scarlett's family is far from ordinary. I don't want to give too much away, but the story bounces back and forth between a captive and then the people who are training to hopefully rescue this captive and take out some monsters in the meantime. We learn about the vampires, we learn about those who are training to hunt, and I can tell you it's not what you think it is. I will just tell you that. As you have heard on this podcast, I think the most important thing, I've said it before, vampires are universal. You're allowed to do whatever you want with them, create whatever you want. However, personally, in my opinion, I think the most important thing is that when you do that, you know your vampires inside and out. You have to know their rules, their powers, their weaknesses. You have to know the universe that they're moving around in. And Casey does just that. The vampires are introduced to us in these sort of small interactions and dialogue that is easy to follow, but just gives you little bits at a time and starts to really form that vampire world and the vampires themselves. It's clear to me that Casey knew her vampires, she knew the universe, and now she is bringing it to us. That being said, not only did she write, but to draw it too. I mean, obviously I'm a writer, but to also draw, holy moly, the art is so vibrant and so beautiful. It makes you want to fall into this world and just wander around and see it all, even though you know that humans are number one on the menu in this world. The art still makes you want to like fall into it and be a part of it. I know. I cannot wait for the next installment. I'm so excited. This one ends like with a nice little juicy, exciting event. It's unfolding. I want to see how it's going to turn out. I want to see what happens with Scarlet and Miles and everybody else. Trust me when I tell you, you want to grab this, especially if you love comics and you love vampires. So many of you have reached out to me about comics. Guys, I'm telling you, this is one that you want to own. So check out the video description. It will send you to her site so you can order your own copy. And I believe there are multiple covers, so you can pick the cover that you want. But I assure you, they are all absolutely beautiful, and the story inside will be exactly the same. So go get it, check it out, tell me what you think, and then let me know down below, should I get this panel tattooed and where should I put it? All right, guys, as always, I wish you wicked hugs and bloody kisses. Thank you, thank you, thank you to Casey. Keep them coming. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited for this. And good evening.